Welcome in, and thanks for joining us for the WHHI Daily News, where we strive to bring you more Lowcountry news more often. I'm Bob Stevens. Let us begin with early voting. It has begun in South Carolina. If you want to skip the lines on Election Day and maybe stand in a little shorter one the next 2 weeks, the 4 Beaufort County voting centers open from 8:30 a.m. until 6, Monday through Saturday this week and next. Just bring a valid photo ID to the County Election Board offices, either on John Galt Road in Beaufort, Ulmer Road in Bluffton, the St. Helena Library Branch, or the County Government Center on Hilton Head across from the First Presbyterian Church. Or you can check scvotes.gov to find your voting site and also find out about mail-in absentee voting, which is still available, but is a whole lot more complicated. Whenever you vote, besides the candidates, there'll be 4 questions for you to vote on. 2 of them involve the county's green space sales tax. It's an extra penny for 2 years that will raise money to buy land to preserve from development. Groceries, gas, and medicine excluded from that tax. The second local question gives the county the authority to issue bonds if the first question passes. Now, the other 2 are proposed changes in the state constitution that basically put more money into the state's rainy day fund than is currently there for general use and for the Capital Reserve Fund. One name will not be on the ballot, no matter when you vote, is psychotherapist Lisette Cefaldi, who is running as a write-in candidate against Hilton Head State Representative Jeff Bradley, who is otherwise unopposed. She primarily wants to give voters in her district a choice by being pro-choice on abortion access. She also says that if unsuccessful, she likely will run in 2 years anyway, when you won't have to spell her name exactly right. You do have to now. And Northern Irishman Rory McIlroy ought to buy a second or a third home in the Lowcountry after his win over the weekend at Congaree at the CJ Cup. Birdies at 14, 15, and 16 allowed him to still bogey 17 and 18 and still win by 1 shot over Kurt Kitayama. Pretty sweet $1.89 million payday to go with his PGA championship at Kiowa almost a decade ago. He also regained the #1 ranking in the world.
Someone had told me on the Friday night of the Valero Texas Open, when I missed the cut, that I'd be world #1 by October. I would have asked them what they were smoking, because I would not have believed them. So yeah, it's just been a wild 6 months. You know, I figured a few things out with my game, and I've just been on a really good run. Everything sort of feels like it's came together for me, and you know, today was just a continuation of how I've felt like I've been playing over these last few months, and you know, now it's all about going forward and trying to just keep this going.
We've got more sports coming up as Justin Jarrett takes care of the high school football weekend. But first, let's talk weather. How much will it change? Will it continue to be as glorious as it has been? Maria Soden.
Thanks, Bob. All right, so taking a look ahead, Tuesday it's going to be cloudy with Hilton having a high of 75, a low of 57. Bluffton's going to have a high of 78, low of 52. And Beaufort is going to have a high of 79, a low of 51. The sunrise for Tuesday is going to be at 7:34 and sunset's going to be at 6:39. Taking a look at the beach tides, high tide's going to be at 9:46 a.m. and low tide's going to be at 5:02 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week, Wednesday we're going to see showers in the morning, then scattered thunder showers throughout the afternoon, but it should all clear up by the evening. Highs are going to be in the 80s, lows in the 60s. Thursday it's going to be sunny with highs in the 70s and lows in the 50s, and then come Friday it's going to be sunny with highs in the 70s and lows in the 60s. That's it for today. Let's head it back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. When we come back, we'll talk with Hilton Head Mayor John McCann. He's got some concerns about a big issue that will be facing the island in the coming days, weeks, and months. Stay with us.